Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Pigskin Addicts here, back again with another video. Now guys, listen, y'all can call me crazy, you can roast me in the comments, you can say whatever you want to about me, but I can't help but feel optimistic about the Chargers and 49ers on Sunday Night Football. Now obviously there's a lot that goes into winning games in the NFL. There's even more that goes into beating good teams in the NFL, like the 49ers. There's a lot that goes into it. I get it. I understand. But there is one specific adjustment that Brandon Staley made that has me excited. And if the Chargers come out in this same adjustment that they made against the Falcons, if they come out in this same exact thing against the 49ers, I think they can have a lot of success on defense. Now, offense is another story, right? We know the offense is going to have to do something. They're going to have to be able to move the ball. They're going to have to be able to score some points. But defensively, just looking at what I've seen from watching the film from this past weekend's game, I am very encouraged in this matchup. And I think this matchup is a lot more favorable than people, really understand. So what I want to do, I want to get into it, a little mini film study here. So what I'm going to show you now is a play. It's a screenshot of a play that I took from the game this past weekend, Chargers at Falcons. So let's get into it. Okay, guys, so as you can see here, what is on your screen? This is a 6-1 front that the Chargers went to. And, I may be mistaken. I'm not the know-it-all here. If somebody has seen the Chargers in this at any point this season, put it in the comments. But I have watched every single game on film, and I have not seen this defensive front so far. But if you've seen it before, just let me know in the comments. I'm happy to, correct whatever I say here. But until that happens, I have not seen the Chargers in this defensive front. This defensive front is a specific run front. This is to stop the run game. Now, what you see, this is normally called a 62 front. It's a wide tackle front. This is a very basic defense. This defense gets played a lot in high school. It probably even gets played at the Pop Warner level too, just because, teams tend to run the ball more than they throw the ball. But this is a very basic defensive scheme to be in. But you notice this is 4 down linemen with the 2 outside linebackers standing up. You have Derwin James on your left side. He's coming down. He's filling that strong safety position, the outside linebacker position down there. And then you have Khalil Mack over there on the right side. Now, notice the ends are shaded. This is a wide tackle front, so the ends are shaded on the inside shoulders of the tackles, right? That is Morgan Fox and I believe Sebastian Joseph Day on the other side. They're both shaded on the inside shoulder of the tackles. Now, that is really important when it comes to the off-tackle runs. They're able to eat up the gaps, right? They're able to close the gaps, and this is a front that is specifically almost pretty much doctor's orders for the Chargers, right? They have trouble filling gaps. I've pointed this out with the linebackers. They don't fill the gaps when they're in their base defense, the 3-4 front, but this defense allows the down linemen to fill the gaps. So Drew Tranquill is the only guy that you see there at the linebacker position. He is the only guy, covering that linebacker position right up the middle, though. You see, notice he's right up the middle. He's right, a square with the center. So he's right up the middle. So he can diagnose which gap the running back is, going to take, right? Because these gaps are going to be closed in a matter of time. These gaps are not going to be open because nobody has to long tom, right? None of the down defensive linemen have to come over. None of them have to get double teamed. They can automatically eat up the gaps, right? A gap is going to be eaten up. B gap is going to be eaten up. And it just depends on whichever gap the running back feels like he has the best opportunity to take. Then Drew Tranquill can diagnose it, get downhill, and, potentially stop the running back. Now, this is probably the best defensive front I think the Chargers can play against the Niners because you do not have to worry about the quarterback running. Now, this front worked really well against the Falcons. It was able to limit them in the run game. Marcus Mariota He did not run the ball a lot. I expected him to run the ball a lot more, but he didn't. But, he is capable of running the ball, and he's capable of gashing you. Jimmy Garoppolo is not, though. So this run front can really travel, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, playing the Falcons, all the way to Santa Clara on Sunday night, because Jimmy Garoppolo is not going to run the ball. So these 4 down defensive linemen can be extra aggressive closing the gaps. And if Derwin James and Khalil Mack are on the outsides, they can also crash down as well, too. So now you have a hat on a hat, and now it is just my will against your will, right? You take the schematic advantage out of it, and it's the best man wins at that point. So this would travel very, very well, because you do not have to worry about Jimmy Garoppolo taking the ball and running with the ball. He's not going to do that. He's not that athletic, and he's not that type of quarterback. This front can really stifle the Niners run game. It really, really can. That's why I am very, very excited about it. Let's take a look at another view of this from the other angle. Now notice this is pretty much the same here, except the line is not as tight. The 4 down linemen are not as tight. The end on the right side of your screen, I believe it is Sebastian Joseph Day, he is shaded out to the outside shoulder of that right tackle, right? Because they suspect that this run might be going right. They feel number 46 is probably going to pull, or one of the guards is probably going to pull, so he wants to be shaded on that right side of he wants to be shaded on the right side of the right tackle. Notice Derwin James is still in the same position as well, too. The only difference really with this is Kyle Van Noy is out on your left side instead of Khalil Mack, but it's still the same alignment, and this alignment will work against any type of run, right? If they want to go up the middle, if they want to run dives, if they want to run counters, this will work. This closes up the gaps. This essentially makes running backs want to bounce outside. Now with the 49ers, Christian McCaffrey, he does have some speed, but I don't think that's what the Niners want to do. They don't want to run off tackle that much. They like to run inside. Kyle Shanahan's run game is very, very specific with that zone blocking scheme. They run inside, and they allow the running backs to really make the decisions, the cutbacks and all of that stuff, but they don't run too much off tackle stuff. But even if they did, this defense is set up to stop it. It's set up to stop it as long as the ends out there keep their contained and are able to set the edge. Now I'm confident, very, very confident in Derwin James doing that, and I'm obviously confident in Khalil Mack doing that as well too. But you see, this front right here is going to give the Chargers a real chance at stifling the 49er offense. And the 49er offense gets started with the run game. That is how they play. That is where their success is. Jimmy Garoppolo is a game manager to some degree. They treat him as such, and he is almost never in a position to go out there and win the game by himself. He relies heavily on this run game. They have a lot of packages, just like the Falcons do. But again, Jimmy Garoppolo is not a threat in the run game, so the Chargers can really tee off on whoever the running back is. All they have to do is read their keys, right? They're going to come out in very, very similar formations to the Falcons. They're going to pull, their guards. They're going to pull their tight ends. All the Chargers have to do is read their keys and just be able to shed blocks and be able to make tackles. If they're able to wrap up and make tackles, they will be fine. But I just wanted to come on here and show you guys these specific adjustments, very simple adjustments, but adjustments nonetheless that Brandon Staley has made. And I think the Chargers are going to have some success against the Niners. Again, there's a lot that goes into winning a ball game, but stopping what the Niners do best, that would obviously give the Chargers a very, very, very good advantage towards winning the ball game. So I am excited, and I hope to see this front on Sunday night. So as you guys can see there, those are very, 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 great adjustments, and they are adjustments that don't take a whole lot. Again, that front that I just showed you is something I remember seeing that in high school. I wanted to come on here and show that, okay, Brandon Staley is, he's changing some things up. He did change something up at the bye week, so I do have to give him credit for that. Now, we should see this. We should see this on Sunday night. I will be live tweeting during the game. We should see this on Sunday night. I hope that we see it on Sunday night, because this would make a difference. This would definitely make a difference, and this would give the Chargers a huge, huge advantage towards winning the game on Sunday night against a very good 49er team. But this is a 49er team who gets everything started with a run game. If Jimmy Garoppolo is dropping back 30, 40 times, that's what the Chargers want to see. Jimmy Garoppolo will give you a turnover. So the Chargers, they just got to catch it. Some of the running backs will put the ball on the ground as well, too. I know the Chargers are not great at the fumble recovery stuff, but, they will have their opportunities to get the ball right, to get some takeaways. But I think this is the major key that the Chargers have to do. They have to stop the 49ers run game. That's where their success is. That's where their team success is. And if they are able to stifle it, the Chargers are going to have a real chance. Like I said, if they keep it a low scoring game, if they keep the game clean, no turnovers, no sacks, anything like that, no explosive plays for the 49ers, then the Chargers really have a chance to pull this upset off. But, like I said, you guys can roast me in the comments. I am very optimistic. If we see this defense on Sunday night, I'm going to be very excited. I'm going to be watching intently for it. And, I think they have a real chance. I'm not going to predict any scores or anything like that, but I think the Chargers have a real chance here. So that is all I got for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I really appreciate it. Shout out to all of my new subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. And don't forget to hit the like button on the way out as well, too. Again, just want to thank you guys for all the support. I will be back tomorrow, possibly with more content, but we'll see how things go. But that's all I got for this one, guys. Until next time.